Welcome back, friends, to Surviving the Daily. I hope everyone is surviving well. Recently, I picked up the Streamlight MicroStream. I've never owned one before, and I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And to be honest with you, with its 250 max lumen output on high, or its 3.5 hour max runtime on low, it's not going to set the world on fire, and it's certainly not going to set any records. But what it's going to do is what it says it's going to do, and I can see why it is a darling of the EDC community. I mean, it's a great little flashlight. I mean, it's small, it's slim, it's very light. It's coming at 1.2 ounces. It's only 3.87 inches long, and it just over a half inch in diameter. It's a great little flashlight. It's only 2 modes, and it's only coming in at $31.99, and you can apparently get it on sale. But unfortunately, I paid the instant gratification tax and bought it at full retail. But definitely a great flashlight. And if you really wanted to nitpick, you can say, well, it's only IPX rated 4. So it's not going to be water resistant or waterproof. But in your normal everyday carry, is that going to be an issue? Other issue is that it is still a micro USB. They haven't upgraded it to a USB Type-C, at least not that I'm aware of. So, I mean, really, those are nitpicking items. But for a great little flashlight for $32, that's not a bad item. And with that, I got thinking, well, what other darlings of the EDC community are there? And as you see, I have a plethora of items on the table, some that are complete darlings of the EDC community, and other items that people either love to hate or hate, or they have as many haters as they do people that love them. So let's go over some of these items, or all these items, and tell you what I think. And I'm starting off with the Maxpedition Micro and my Maxpedition Mini. Two EDC pouches that are just 100% darlings of the EDC community. Nobody can say anything negative about them. And I get that. They are great pouches. Now, on the other hand, we do have Right in the Rain notebooks. And to be honest with you, I'm on the fence with these just like everybody else. They are great notebooks. They are expensive notebooks. And I can't use my gel ink pens on them. Aside from that, they are great little notebooks. I know they do charge a lot for shipping and handling, and that is another issue that people have with them. But for the most part, they are great notebooks, but you do have those issues, and people do take issue with them. So another item, the Fisher Space Pen. It is a Right in the Rain insert on it, and people do love to hate this little pen. And honestly, I like it, and I like the way it writes. But some people don't, and they do take issue. Another item, the USA made Buck, and it doesn't have to be the 110 here. It could just be any of them. I mean, Buck has a long history of reliability and a long tradition, and you just can't say anything negative about Buck knives. They are definitely a darling of the EDC community. Now, on the other hand, button lock knives, and I'm not picking on Vostede. It's any button lock knife. They probably have more haters than they do people that love them. But personally, I like button lock knives. But it's all with what you're comfortable with. Moving on to another knife. Civivi, actually the whole brand, the knife brand. They have as many lovers as they do haters. And yeah, sure, they may be overpriced in some areas. But for the most part, I do like Civivi. Some people don't, and I get that. You have your preferences. But with one exception, the Baby Banter. I don't think anybody can say anything negative about the Baby Banter. And maybe I'm just a fanboy, but I have yet to hear any complaints about this. So I guess it's getting a free pass to the fact that it's a Civivi. Now, I have two Victorinox knives on the table here. Now, a lot of people in the EDC community I think that Victorinox are old and old-fashioned, and they don't belong in EDC. I mean, what can you do with them? And there's a lot of people like myself that just love Victorinox, and you know, I think this is probably my first EDC knife. Well, not this one particularly, but Victorinox. I mean, I grew up with Victorinox Swiss Army knives. I will always have one, and I think they're great tools. And unfortunately, they do have their haters. But again, with one exception, no one ever says anything bad about the Alox Victorinox. I mean, they are great knives, and they are beautiful knives. And again, darlings of the EDC community. So we have Benchmade and actually Spyderco. I don't have a Spyderco on the table. I don't know where mine is, but people they have as many haters as they do lovers. So I mean, they are some of the best knives in general EDC, but they do have as many people that hate on them that they do love them. Now Gerber has mixed feelings in the EDC community. You have the Gerber Armbar, and people love to hate this, and I get it. You don't have a locking bit driver here, and you just have to really be used to using this and be careful using this. But for the most part, people hate this. They, you know, you have to own one, but you also have to hate it while owning it. I don't get it, but another item from Gerber, and this is definitely a darling of the EDC community, and this is the Private. I mean, there's nothing negative you can say about this. Well, maybe it's a little heavy. Okay, it's a little heavy, but you have your pry tool here, you have your nail puller, and you have a bottle opener and a wire cutter, and obviously your utility knife. It's a great little EDC item, and I definitely recommend that one. But while we're on the subject of Gerber, the Gerber EAB, it's a great little utility knife. I think Gerber makes great utility knives. Maybe that's just what it is. But any of the multi-tools, they're hit or miss. We'll go with the squirt. I'm sorry, the dime. The dime is a great multi-tool, but there are people out there that just hate this. I don't know. But I suppose the people that hate them are the ones that have the Leatherman squirt. And the Leatherman is another one of those darlings of the EDC community, especially the squirt. You know, people just absolutely give Leatherman a free pass. No matter how many times you break these and get them replaced, they get a free pass. And maybe it's that they're made in the United States and you have a full warranty on them. That could definitely be. But Leatherman is definitely a darling of the EDC community. Now, Olight here. Olight has just as many haters as it has people that love them. And I'm a fanboy, yes, I'll admit it. I do love Olights. And there is one exception. Not to what I love, but to the EDC community. The O-Pen Mini. This is definitely a darling of the EDC community. And most everyone in the EDC community owns at least one of these. Amazingly, I own probably 4 or 5 of these. I don't know why I need so many pens, but I like pens. And the O-Pen Mini is just one of those great little pens. Now, the Nippex here. We have a tool that has 2 different names, Nippex, Knipex. Nobody can really agree on that. But people who hate on these say, why don't you just carry a multi-tool? Well, pick one of these up. It's a great little tool and you can put in your pocket. And they range anywhere from $28, which I bought mine at on sale. They can go up to $45. I don't recommend them at $45. But I definitely recommend picking these up and trying them out. Now, last but not least, and this is definitely a darling of the EDC community, the QSP Penguin. If you've never owned a Penguin, you need to own a Penguin. This is probably one of the best EDC knives, and the reason being is it's so inexpensive and it does what it says it's going to do, and you just can't go wrong with a Penguin. And I think they're running around $32. I mean, and they're a great little knife. They stay in their lane. They do what they say they're going to do, and definitely 100% a darling of the EDC community. And actually, one more item: the Ontario Rat series 1 and 2. Definitely darlings of the EDC community. Need to pick these up, especially now that Ontario Knife Company is going out of business. But let me know down in the comments, did I miss any darlings? Did I overstate some of these items? Do you think everyone loves Civivi? That's probably pushing it. Have you ever owned a Gerber Armbar here and hurt yourself? Let me know down in the comments. But anyways, as always, I appreciate everyone watching. I hope everyone's having a great day, and carry on.